This is the 1974 Rock-Ola Integrated Circuit Solid State Symphonic Music System, also known as a jukebox. Here's a little blurb from the brochure. The sophisticated jukebox has come of age. The 160 selection Rock-Ola 456 is a combination of elegance and endurance in one beautiful package. On the outside, it's a tasteful, understated expression of contemporary decoration at home in any location. Its cathedral-look cabinet is finished in the rich tones of dark walnut, yet the exterior finish is of mar and burn-proof polyester, so the 456 takes abuse and never shows it. Sophistication plus simplicity. With that combination going for it, there'll be no stopping the 456. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome back. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I was reading there the actual brochure here from the Rock-Ola 456 console jukebox. And this is the owner's manual, which you can see is like crazy, crazy thick here. And it really shows you everything to troubleshoot the jukebox. So there's a lot of schematic type stuff there and, you know, troubleshooting stuff to fix the jukebox. And I will say, you know, it is 50 years old. So it is like owning a classic car in a lot of ways, that I find myself under the hood of this thing often. You know, I can walk away from it for 90 days or something, start it up again, and invariably there's always going to be something that needs to be tweaked or something that was off from the last time I turned it on, and making sure the speed is correct and it's actually feeding the records and the right numbers are being selected. But it's a cool piece to have, and I'm glad I have it. I can tell you the story of how I acquired it. I've had the jukebox maybe like 8 years now, something like that. And there was a time where I was constantly searching for a jukebox. I wanted one so bad. And I would go on Craigslist like every day for a year. I mean, every day for a year, I would search jukeboxes. And what would happen is, you know, there would be the ones that you know, equate with being the jukebox, like the big Rock-Ola, you know, big bubbler kind of ones that you'd see in like a diner or something like that, or a bar. And those just went for crazy money. You know what I mean? There was just no way I was paying like multi thousands of dollars for a jukebox. And then a lot of them would be for parts or repair. You know what I mean? They were totally broken, did not play. And I just didn't have the knowledge at that point to, you know, try to fix it or make it run. I just didn't have that ability at that point. I've learned a lot since. So one day I'm on Craigslist and I see this listing for a jukebox. And in the description it says it plays. The sound is coming from the record. The mechanics work. The record comes on, it plays, but there's no volume. I said, well, at least that's a good start. The mechanics are moving. There's just a sound problem. No sound coming on. I said, maybe that's something I could tackle. And it was for the price of free. So the guy just wanted it out of his house. So I took my son with me, who was, you know, I don't know, maybe 9 at the time, and took the van over there to his house and got the jukebox. And the thing is heavy. I mean, it's got to weigh 2,000 pounds. It must weigh as much as a grand piano or a small car. It's just ridiculously heavy. And we've moved a couple times, and it's, you know, sustained a little collateral damage here and there, but it's still intact. And so we load it up, we bring it home, get it in the garage, and I plug it in, and some lights come on, some things, and make a selection, hit the buttons in there, make a selection to play a song. And one of the records that was in there was Van Halen Dreams, one of my favorite songs of all time. So I play that song, comes on. And yeah, I can hear the needle playing the record. But yeah, no sound is coming out of the speakers. So I just start taking a look around it, you know, opening it up, taking a look. And on the back of the unit, I see that there's the volume knob is missing. So it's almost, you could just breeze by, you wouldn't even see it. But the potentiometer, the pot is still there. There's still like a little, you know, thing there. And sure enough, I go to twist that knob, and boom, the sound comes on, and it's loud, it's blaring, it's filling the whole garage and the whole front of the house with sound. It was amazing. And then I was hooked after that. I mean, after that, it was, jukebox crazy, 45 records crazy, going to, estate sales and record stores and finding the ultimate collection of what I would have in my jukebox. And like I read in the brochure, you can fit 160, well, it's 80 45s, but obviously with two sides of a 45, it'll play 160 songs. So I just, wanted to have like the ultimate jukebox of what I would want in my jukebox, not one that would, be in a bar or something like that. So, it's a lot of my taste in the jukebox. There's a lot of Kiss, a lot of Rush. There's Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, all my favorite, some Beatles, all my favorite stuff is in there. Yeah, I mean, it's a cool piece to have. It is a pain in the ass at sometimes. Sometimes I get really frustrated and I get sore from working on it. I mean, it's like a car. I mean, I'm telling you, it's crazy. But, so without further ado, let's take a look inside the jukebox. Let's take a look at what songs I have in the jukebox. All right, here we go. We got a little Michael Jackson to start off here. The first one in the jukebox with Beat It and Get on the Floor from the Off the Wall album, one of my favorite songs from him. This 45 actually was in this jukebox when I got it, so I decided to leave it in there. As well with this one, Journey After the Fall and Only Solutions, a B-side track that was on the Tron soundtrack in 1982, I believe. Little Rolling Stones, One Hit to the Body from the Dirty Work album, 1986. Foreigner, Head Games, Dirty White Boy. This another one that was actually in the jukebox when I got it, so left it in. Same with this one. Police, Roxanne, Can't Stand Losing You. Can't go wrong. Gotta leave that in, right? Van Halen. Got some Van Halen in here quite a bit. Finish What You Started. Sucker in a Three-Piece from the OU812 album. You'll notice a lot of Rush in here, too. There'll be a lot of Rush. Here's Limelight, YYZ, from the Moving Pictures album. Van Halen Dreams was the actual first song that I played in this jukebox because it came with the jukebox, and when I finally got it fixed, this was the song I played in there. More Journey, Separate Ways, Frontiers, Rolling Stones, Waiting on a Friend, Little TNA, Keith Richards on vocals there. Let's move up. Van Morrison, Moondance, Domino, two great songs. Nice little package there. More Stones, Undercover of the Night, one of my favorite Rolling Stones songs ever. Had to get it and put it in here for sure. The Jacksons, Heartbreak Hotel, Things I Do for You. I talked about in one of my previous videos, the Jacksons Triumph album. Absolutely love it. One of my favorite songs. When I saw it, had to get that in there. Survivor, Caught in the Game, one of my favorite arena rock songs of all time, so put that in there. More Van Halen, of course. Feels So Good from OU812. Rolling Stones again, Mixed Emotions from Steel Wheels, one of my favorite Stones songs. Only the Young, this is a double 45 here, so it's Journey on one side, Only the Young, and Sammy Hagar, I'll Fall in Love Again, both featured on the Vision Quest soundtrack. When It's Love, Van Halen, Cabo Wabo. That's a awesome song there to have in your jukebox. The Vaughn Brothers, Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jimmy Vaughan, TikTok and Brothers, 1990, I believe. Into the Night, Ace Frehley, Frehley's Comet. So Ace Frehley from Kiss on his own on that one of my favorite songs by him. Let's move up. Is This Love, big power ballad, White Snake and Bad Boys. Free, Paul Rogers, All Right Now, staple for the jukebox, right? Miss You, Rolling Stones, another staple, gotta have that for the jukebox. Some Black Sabbath, gotta have some Sabbath in there. Paranoid, Iron Man. Got some Clash, Rock the Casbah, Should I Stay or Should I Go? Alice Cooper, Be My Lover. David Bowie, Fame. Sam and Dave, some real classic R&B in there. I thought this jukebox should have a little bit of soul music in there, so I threw that in. Fleetwood Mac, Go Your Own Way in Dreams from Rumors. Classic songs. A little lesser known one here. If you know it, let me know in the comments. Behind the Mask, Eric Clapton. Very cool song written by Greg Gaines, I believe. But Michael Jackson also gets a writing credit on the album August on this song with Eric Clapton. And I just think it's a really cool song. I like it. Check it out. Some Judas Priest, Breaking the Law, live. Some heads are going to roll from Defenders of the Faith. Here we go with the Kiss. A lot of Kiss you're going to see in here. Christine 16, Shock Me, Hard Luck Woman, Mr. Speed, Sure Know Something, Dirty Livin'. Here's some Roxy music in here. Love is the Drug. Love that song. More Journey, I'll Be Alright Without You. More Michael Jackson, Off the Wall, Working Day and Night. Kiss Gone Disco, I Was Made for Loving You. Kiss 80s, Crazy Crazy Nights. Kiss Goes Pop, Shandy and She's So European. Let's move up here to Rush, Free Will, Closer to the Heart. Those are both live versions, I believe, from the Exit Stage Left album. Rush, more Rush, Big Money, Red Sector A, more Van Halen, I'll Wait. Eagles, gotta have Hotel California, jukebox staple, gotta have it in there, right? Pretty Maids All in a Row, maybe my favorite Eagles song of all time, sung by Joe Walsh. I Can't Tell You Why, maybe my second favorite Eagles song. Deep Purple, Might Just Take Your Life. My favorite era of Deep Purple, that's the Burn era. That's with David Coverdale from Whitesnake on vocals, Glenn Hughes on vocals and bass. More Kiss, Calling Dr. Love. Some Rainbow, Richie Blackmore, Stone Cold. More R&B here. The Gap Band, Yearning for Your Love, one of my favorite R&B songs of all time. Came out the year I was born. More Richie Blackmore's Rainbow, Street of Dreams. Curtis Mayfield, big fan of the Superfly soundtrack, so I found this, had to put it in there. Freddie's Dead, Curtis Mayfield. More Eagles, Life in the Fast Lane. New Kid in Town, Victim of Love, The Long Run, Seven Bridges Road. Man, I was really on an Eagles kick. I filled this thing. All Along the Watchtower, Jimi Hendrix, Crosstown Traffic. You notice the label here is the actual original label. So the other ones you've seen are ones that I've recreated. Actually came with the record. More Rolling Stones, Almost Hear You Sigh, one of my favorites. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Wham, Empty Arms. Led Zeppelin, gotta have some Zeppelin in there. Whole Lot of Love I thought was fitting. That's the one you're going to want in there. More Rush. Kiss, Tears Are Falling. More Kiss, Shout It Out Loud. Beatles, Let It Be. And You Know My Name, Look Up the Number. One of my favorite Beatles songs. Check that one out if you haven't. Some Cream, got to have that in there. Some old school stuff. More Beatles. A little prog in there. A little Yes, Roundabout. More Beatles, Hey Jude, Revolution, Steely Dan, Pretzel Logic, Through the Buzz. I thought that was a cool 45 to see out there in the wild, so I picked it up, threw it in here. Paul Stanley from Kiss, his 1978 solo album. Here's a single, Hold Me, Touch Me, and Goodbye. And Ace Frehley's 1978 Kiss solo album, New York Groove and Snowblind. And to cap it off, Bruce Springsteen, another original tag there. It's for my buddy Stoney. There is Glory Days and a Stand On It. I think that's a B-side from Born in the USA album. You guys let me know in the comments. And I have a whole row here I haven't filled up yet. So you guys let me know in the comments. What do you think I should put in? All right, well, there you have it, everybody. Again, thanks, everybody, for liking, subscribing, following. If you haven't, make sure you do so. You'll be notified when I put a new episode up. And just thanks everybody for dropping in again. And if you have a question about jukebox stuff, leave a question in the comments section, and I will get back to you. And I'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.